Good Tuesday morning. Welcome into the 6 a.m. hour of the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader. Brought to you by Next Home, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Marqus Cesar here on this Tuesday morning. Greg, you look a little sore over there. You okay?
I'm a little twisted up. I played in the Hamden Academy Hockey Golf Scramble yesterday over at Rocky Knoll. It was an awesome event. Day held up great. Pretty hot.
Yeah.
Pretty hot. You had to hydrate. You had to take care of yourself. By hole 15, you're like, we can wrap this up at any point. We were dying. But it was awesome. Great turnout. They did a phenomenal job.
Marcus, how are you?
Also a little sore.
Yeah?
Bottom of my feet.
Yeah.
Not looking too hot. Yeah.
The kick ball.
Yeah, man.
Some blisters or what?
No, just middle of my soul.
Yeah.
I'm walking.
Yeah.
Ow. Yeah.
Actually got a bruise on it?
No, I don't.
Just sore.
Just sore.
Yeah.
Just sore.
Yeah.
I forgot to put my insoles in.
Oh, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll complain too. I right along with Greg was out there. I don't know if you guys caught the news, but me and my chief photographer Mark Rediker went out and saw ourselves a derailed train yesterday, and get out to Orono, find folks at Penobscot Valley. Gave me a cart to just drive down there and then trudge into the woods, so I didn't have to do that. But one guy did come up to me. He goes, "Yeah, they said some guys out here playing golf in a shirt and tie. Who the heck can do that?"
I don't know.
So we're out there, and it's they're doing a fine job. They say no chemical issues. They're just clearing it out because you figure in the long run, railroad can't stay shut down for long.
No,
right?
It's efficiency.
But you fly the drone up there. I know. Did you see any of the footage?
I saw
Greg?
clips.
The clips of it. So it's it looked like kind of like a movie,
Yeah, exactly.
And so we get down in there, and they
you guys are looking for Richard Kimball.
Exactly. So when looked out for a one-armed man, he would nowhere to be seen, as per usual. And so we're down there, and these people go, "Yeah, you go check in with the guy in charge of the scene. He'll give you an interview." So I look at my photographer. I go, "All right, let's do it." So I knew going in, they were just going to say, "Yeah, you got to go talk to the company." But we hiked about a half mile through the woods to get around these things, and got up there, and I just sweating.
Oh, yeah.
And the guy goes, "Yeah, you're the first one I seen down here, except for one other guy. You're just in here with a little dog walking around." And I go, "I have a bald head." Yeah. He goes, "Yeah." He said he was the gardener for the land around here. It was my old man.
It was.
Wow.
Perfect. Of course it was.
Yeah, he had walked up the tracks, just looky-looing.
Yeah. Yeah, something's going on, man, in town. He's got to see what's happening.
To see what it was.
Yeah.
Then the guy goes, this is your land? He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, give me your name. We're all about reparation." He goes, "Well, actually, I work for the guy whose land it is." He goes, "Oh, what's their name?" He goes, "Jones."
Who is that guy?
Yeah, ran away down the track. Looks around, the dog's like, "Where'd he go?"
Right.
Yeah. So anyways, but the guy didn't get an interview. Good video, but got some good information. And they say it'll be out of there. It was out of there last night, the cars, and they'll start rebuilding it today.
Yeah.
So
incredible.
Interesting stuff. But yeah, great video on our website if you want to go check that out. Okay, other thought here is, are these guys back? Are these Boston Red Sox back? Are these the guys that we got to be watching the rest of the way?
I'm concerned. I got to be honest. And I mean, it's easy to sway. They won all these games. They've done these incredible things, and we've been supporting them tremendously, like everybody else. But at the same time, they were doing it in the sense of which made it incredible was, who are these guys? Like they're playing above their skis, but everything's going right. Well, everything looks like water's found its level, right?
You figure you're on a crazy heater through the end of June through July and into the beginning of August, and you've probably, if you want to use the casino analogy, gotten to a point where you haven't cashed those chips out, but you stepped away from the table. You went, watch these for me. Watch these chips. Okay, you're that big time. You come back, you sit down, you're starting to leak a little bit of money. And so all the things you just said are true. These guys are these guys, and to perhaps sustain that kind of victory over the kind of time that they did, something to appreciate, really hard to do for 162, right? You got 44 games to go, and the one thing that I think, what you paid to be the safety net, to be the relief, is that Adley Rutschman joins the lineup tonight, right? He almost needs to be that guy that elongates the lineup. He needs to be the one who handles your pitching staff, but also adds the offense. That you paid the price and prospects for him to be. Tonight's the night that you need to see that bear fruit, right? Like, you kind of need Adley Rutschman to join the team tonight and give you some offense.
100%. And you need him, like you're saying, to contribute right away. Not going to be easy. You're going against Dylan Cease tonight. So, welcome to Boston, Adley Rutschman. We need you right now. And we need all the reinforcements we could possibly get. I need to see Meade's wrist healing as quickly as humanly possible. We need all of these things to go right, because this lineup, it's been a fun run, but at the same time, I'm sitting around being like, well, I got to tune into the next inning because we got Nick Sogard coming to the plate.
Sonny Gray did his part last night. He went 6. He was good. You only used Moran out of the bullpen, so everybody's fresh. You're on a stretch. We're going to play 10 straight days here without a day off, so those little victories are going to matter. And we can get into the rule stuff and who the outs and that little confusing
wild
part of the game. But yeah, you need I think to get a win tonight against the odds-on favorite to win the Cy Young, and you gave it all up for Adley Rutschman at the deadline. He joins the team now. You got to see him do something.
Yeah, you do. And like I said, it's got to be quick too. You need him. We need everybody at the plate, like pulling their weight, and he's going to have to be a big piece of it.
Show brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, official sports grill of the roast and the place to be in downtown Bangor, herosportsgrill.com, and your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street and Brewer. Find extra value meals with extra value when you use your Mickey D app in August. Get a classic Big Mac, filet of fish, extra value meal for only $8 when you use that Mickey D's app. All right, Mark, shoot some headlines and highlights. All right, going through some of the stuff that happened. Let's hear from Chad Tracy just to explain that what happened with the fourth out, and just we'll try and explain it as well, because it was about a 15-minute delay in game. So do you feel confident to break down what happened?
I mean, we can break it down. Yeah. I think basically the issue was that everybody on the field thought there was 2 outs. Everybody on the field, because the scoreboard said 2 outs, right? So that was the big issue. No one thinking for themselves. But when the ball was caught, everybody left the field. That was the issue, right? For Toronto, was everybody left the field. And so the Red Sox runner on third, thinking there's 2 outs, ball is caught, just ran home. No tag up or anything. Even though he didn't tag up, because Toronto left the field, that run counts. That's basically what I gather from that. They
sacrificed their ability to challenge the play.
Correct.
But you forfeit it because you left the field.
You forfeit it because you walked away. You gave them the field, basically.
And the confusion was a little one that people thought Guerrero had caught, but actually was not caught. So it's
correct.
First and third with 1 out.
Yes. So, So the Red Sox, that's how they got their run.
Yep. So even that.
Bizarre.
Right.
Yeah, right. And it's just, somebody, like, that's the thing. It's like, okay, both teams did it, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, you've lost 2 games in a row. You really need this one. How the hell don't you know how many outs there are?
Yeah.
I understand the scoreboard says that, but if a Little League player said that to you, you'd be like, you got to think for yourself.
Right. The July Red Sox knew how many outs there were.
Right, exactly.
The August Red Sox are more like the May Red Sox at the moment.
Yeah, what are we doing?
So we'll see. Okay, commercial break. We're going to do 1997, get into that. And then we got Dave Peck in the 7 o'clock hour. We'll do the sweepstakes as well, get some more people in on that. At some point, we'll give you the cue to call. A lot of stuff going on here on this Tuesday morning. Okay, let's see. The show brought to you in part by Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts, pastries made since 1945. And Uno Pizzeria and Grill. They have late-night deals every night in the bar or lounge, 9 p.m. to close, $6 apps, $5 cheeseburgers, $5 Indy cheese or pepperoni deep dish, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. All right, back with 1997 right after this. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Bigfoot fans, Tossie's Checkouts calling all Sasquatch seekers to the 2nd annual Glenburn Sasquatch Calling Contest, Saturday, August 29th from 1 to 5 at 1492 Pushaw Road in Glenburn. $100 cash prize, compete for legendary bragging rights, and it's free to enter. Bring your crew, bring your call. We'll see you at Tossi's checkout. All right, let's get into, we will revisit the head-scratching rule that was that Red Sox game, try to make heads or tails of it, but it is difficult even when you spend some time trying to dive into it because it's hard. But anyways,
yes.
We'll deal with the task at hand here. It is 1997. All right, are you guys ready for this? The Patriots go 10-6. They're AFC East champions. They end up losing 7-6 to the Steelers in the divisional round of the playoffs. You still got Drew Bledsoe throwing to Ben Coates, tackle Bruce Armstrong, Chris Slade, all members of the team. Okay, let's see. It was Robert Kraft's third season owning the team. Bill Parcells is gone. Greg, a Jets fan at this point in your life?
Yeah, I'm switching over. At this point. I don't like where this thing is going.
Let's see. The Red Sox go 78-84. Nomar is a rookie, bursts onto the scene. Immediately, the region falls in love with Nomar.
Yeah, completely.
A couple years from now, he's the subject of an SNL skit with Jimmy Fallon and Rachel Dratch. They just say, Nomar.
It's phenomenal.
Mo Vaughn is still there. Also, the final season before, we go get Pedro, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So,
yep.
For all those reasons and more. Then, Celtics, interesting. You're awful. But remember, it was awful with a purpose. You go 15-67. The whole point was to tank to get Tim Duncan.
Yes.
You do not get Tim
you
Duncan.
You don't get him, though.
You get the 3rd and the 6th overall pick. You get the gambler himself, Chauncey Billups, and Ron Mercer, number 3 and number 6. You lost all season long, and we're all complicit in the losing.
Yes.
Coach Rick Pitino is there.
Yep.
Is this when we get the, hey, Larry Bird's not watching through that door,
Oh,
sports
yeah,
fans.
that's this year.
And so for all those reasons, it's a big year to remember. Another year the ping pong balls don't go your way. This happened to you a couple times through the years, but this was the big one. Let's see. The Bruins go 26-47, and 9. We'll leave it at that. We go to Orono, where things get very interesting. Your hockey team is 24-10. They finish 3rd in Hockey East.
Yeah, they were banned. So they were banned from the NCAAs the prior year, won Hockey East. Hockey East came around and said, you know what? You're banned from us, too, this year. So couldn't play Hockey East, couldn't play in the NCAAs, but still finished in 3rd place. Walsh returns in December of this year, and they ended up going 15-3-0 under Walsh once he came back. Steve Correa is a sophomore. You're starting to get those Alfie Mishu. He's a freshman, so he's in net for you guys. Their building blocks are there, but they're just banned right now.
We're gonna get unbanned real soon.
Yeah, you got it.
We'll get there. Women's basketball goes 22-8. Let's see. Cindy Blodgett averaged 27 points. They go 17-1 in America East. They win the regular season championship. They win the America East tournament. They reach the NCAA tournament. They lose to LSU 88-79. They're the 13 seed that year, continuing a run of dominance for that women's basketball team with Cindy and company up there. But 27 points, one of the more amazing runs, especially offensively for
incredible
any collegiate player ever. Maine men's basketball goes 11-20. They go 8th place, no NCAA tournament. Maine football 5-6, 4-4 in conference, no postseason. Maine baseball 24-27. They go 2nd in the conference. Okay, so that's all your 97 stuff. Your top movie at the box office, Men in Black. In fact, watched Men in Black last night.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
There you go.
A little cartoony. Watched about 45 minutes of it with Layla.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, it was great. She had a lot of questions.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
But confusion.
It was good. Let's see your other movies. The Lost World, Liar Liar, Air Force One. Air Force One, gotta return to that every now and then.
Sneaky good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get
for
off
sure.
my plane.
Yes.
Titanic is number 7 of the year. It's only out for 18 days in 97.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
Batman and Robin, George of the Jungle. Your eventual best picture winner for 97, The Ceremonies 98, is Titanic. It beats Good Will Hunting, LA Confidential, As Good as It Gets, The Full Monty.
Okay.
You know the thing? Good Will Hunting, I think it was Louis C.K. kind of made fun of it, and I love Good Will Hunting, and then it's like, yeah, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Just
Louis did blast
he
it,
blasted
right?
It's just it's the bit is somewhere along the lines of like, I'm super smart, I'm rugged, and I just I work at MIT, I'm a janitor, but I'm just like genius.
Just writing your own role.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
Do you like apples? Yeah. Let's see. Television was the kind of the peak where everybody's watching the same thing, and that would be ER is your top show. Seinfeld, Suddenly, NBC is just dominating.
Yeah, I was going to say, everybody's watching NBC. Are there other channels at this point?
Friends, The Naked Truth, fired up. Monday Night Football is the top non-NBC show. The Single Guy, Home Improvement, Touched by an Angel. ER's gotten 31 million people a week to watch it. Same thing with Seinfeld. Friends getting 25 million. So it's just crazy how many people are watching in those windows. Music, let's see. Your top selling album is the Spice Girls' Spice. You got Jewel, Puff Daddy and Family, Garth Brooks, and Hanson, Middle of Nowhere.
Wow.
Yeah, Hanson.
Yeah.
Bring them back. They got more bullets in the chamber, I feel like.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other stuff. The songs everybody heard. Candle in the Wind by Elton John.
Oh, dear God.
I Believe I Can Fly by R. Kelly.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Well, we can revisit it if you like. I'm sure Marcus will play some of it.
Yeah.
Cultural events, internet becoming more of an ordinary life. The DVD arrives in 1997. I remember walking through, I want to say, Sam's Club, and I watched, they had a little clip of, not of the whole movie, but like the VHS playing of Terminator 2 and the DVD of Terminator 2. I'm like, I'm pretty crisp.
Yeah, way to sell it.
It's pretty impressive. Harry Potter begins June 26, 97. The Philosopher's Stone is published in Britain. I guess they start making Dolly the Sheep last year, and they roll her out on February 22nd of this year.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs, Apple's comeback. Princess Di dies August 31st, 1997. Hale Bopp and Heaven's Gate.
That was a trip.
The Comet and the mass suicide. 39 people died. Is that Kool-Aid?
No, I don't know what it
That's
was.
Jamestown, right?
Yeah, that was Kool-Aid was Jamestown for sure, Jonestown rather. But this is the spaceship cult.
Okay. That's about it in a nutshell. Did I miss anything that you think is
Oklahoma City bombing?
Oklahoma City bombing.
The trial.
The trial takes place.
Yeah.
Yep. CDs are phasing out your tapes. So we're getting CDs. We're starting to burn them. Your tapes are coming.
Yep.
A bit of the old school thing. So yeah, there you go. Your sports teams are okay, but there's some big things in place.
Yeah.
Nomar is in Boston. Cindy's up here doing her thing. Let's see. The hockey team is about to break off. Batman dies for about a decade.
Certainly does. This is about it.
Yeah, Batman and Robin comes out, and it takes about 10 years for Christopher Nolan to come back and revive it. Harry Potter is about to burst on the scene, but yeah, all that and more. Netflix is founded as well. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on in 1997. We will get back into present day right after the break. Also want to tell you that Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater, has been for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. All right, back with more right after this. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. Show brought to you in part by Maine Athletics. This fall, it's time to pack the stands at Alphon Stadium and cheer on Maine football. Season tickets are on sale now. Give you the best value, best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets. Okay. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Marqus Cesar here. We'll score 1997 and move forward. Greg, what do you give the Athletics of 97?
We're going to go with a 5-5.
Yeah. It's low. It's
Women's
not awful.
basketball, that's about it.
Yeah, and Nomar arrives,
Yeah.
but it's little stuff. The Drew Bledsoe Patriots regime is starting to regress a little bit. I mean, you're still good.
You still got a ton of players there, but it's just you took it with Parcells leaving, Carroll coming in. It took a regression.
And then I'll go with you said 5-5. I'll go with 5-9. And then the sports stuff, the other stuff of it. Again, we're starting to get. Yeah, we're soft, right? Everything
so soft,
yeah.
So soft.
But you can't really escape how huge Seinfeld was, how huge ER
awesome.
or things like that, big staples, but nothing that really like Titanic. This is the Titanic run, right?
It is
like it starts now and it really runs through 98. It's like the number one movie from like December to April.
Sure.
But I'll give it a 7, I guess, because some of it's time. 6.5 actually, Marcus.
Yeah,
that's too high.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.2.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
Back to present day. Okay, we did have a caller about the Red Sox rule, why the run was scored. So I ran it through the internet, and here's what essentially it comes down to is if you missed it, there was confusion last night. The Red Sox, they only got one run. They lost 2-1. And so this is a gift of a run. There is a confusion. There's one out, right?
Yep.
One out technically. On the scoreboard, it says 2. So a man on third, Rafaela hits the ball to center field. The guy on third just runs in, right? Crosses the plate. If there's 3 outs, it's all said and done. But that's not the case. So the ball caught in center field is the second out. And eventually the ball makes its way to first base where they get the other guy who didn't tag up out. So that's your third out. However, that guy who's on third base scores before that guy is doubled off at first base.
Yep.
Okay. And here's the big part. They never appealed that the runner at third base left too early. They left the field. They forfeited their right to challenge it.
Yep.
And so it's no different than if you're thinking of when there is a big game and they show a guy on third base tagging up and the guy in the outfield catching it, and they just see if he left a millisecond early,
sure,
just to see if it times up.
Yep.
Because what ends up happening if it times up is they throw the ball over to third base. The umpire raises his arm up and goes, "He's out."
Yeah,
that's the appeal.
Yep.
That never happened. So even though if it's a millisecond early, if it's a week and a half early, all you got to do is throw the ball over there and Sogard's out. But they never appealed it. By the time cooler heads sort of got their minds wrapped around what happened, they left the field, half inning over.
Right.
And so it's their own fault that it's the score operator's fault, right?
Yeah, complete. It's a lot of people's fault. You're a third base coach, first base coach, whatever, there's only so many things happening during the course of your job during the day, and it's like one of those things would be, oh, hey, by the way, scoreboard says 2 outs, there's 1 out. It's 1 out. You're yelling that around. There's 1 out, guys. That's wrong.
So that makes sense to you?
It does. It does make sense. It does make sense, and it gets to the silliness a little bit of baseball, where the third base ump has the information, but proactively can't be like, he's out.
Right.
I know. No one's asking me though.
Well, it's also, but at the same time, it's like, hey, by the way, we're trying to run the hidden ball trick, and then the umpire's like, hey,
he's got the ball.
He's got it.
Yeah.
Not the umpire's job to tell you how to do yours.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. So, yeah, that does clear it up a bit. What a just gong show.
So what it really comes down to is Seigler scored illegally because he didn't tag up, but Toronto never appealed it because he crossed the plate before the third out. He was actually recorded at first. The run counted.
Right.
There you go. Tell that to your friends at work today.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
We figured it out. Okay.
It really, when you think, once you've, it's like, watching the end of Mission Impossible for the 4th time. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Everything kind of clicks.
Now I get it. Okay, yeah. He was bad.
Yeah.
So there you are. Okay. So that's how that one went. And Adley Rutschman gets back in the action tonight. So interesting to see what he can bring to the table. But I do think there's still some little things that need to happen. Give me this bite from Mark Bertrand talking about Aroldis Chapman. I think that they've overused Aroldis Chapman.
Oh, big
during
time.
this run. But it's he's your closer, so you win a game. You win 2-1.
Yeah.
He's the guy you tried out there. But he was so good over the last 2 years because of the sparing usage that he had. So I do think that there's a couple of arms that you could create I don't know, you want to have a triumvirate of guys closing it, but him, Whitlock, Guerrero.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those would be the 3.
And then you could consider if it falls apart, but what you could really use here is it's
some solid wins.
Yeah, like a nice 8-1 win where he's not in the mix, right? Like, I know it's Dylan Cease tonight, odds-on favorite to win the Cy Young, but Wilson Contreras, Adley Rutschman, let's score some runs.
Yeah.
And let's make this, a moot point.
Right, exactly. And maybe let's see where things go. Hopefully you get to a situation where it's not going to kill you if you shut down Chapman for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Just to say, hey, we're saving you.
But you lost 3 straight games.
Yeah.
That's a losing streak, and so now you come out against Dylan Cease, and this is a big one again. We'll see what happens tonight.
You got your work cut out.
You certainly do. We will talk a little football coming up after the break. We got a shiny new stadium in the AFC East. Only problem, some places can't really see the field.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's so typical.
Well, why the passion for the Bills? We'll see. Okay, we'll save it. We'll get into it after the break. But first, I want to tell you that you can connect to the Ticket's social media channels on 929 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram, and sports.net.maine on TikTok and our YouTube page. Back with more right after this. Welcome back to the Morning Roast. We will open up the phone lines in the 7 o'clock hour for the Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes, which is presented by Dunn's Appliance and Service. We got one more game still out there for you folks. It'll be September 9th against the Angels. 4 tickets on the line. We will give the cue to call in the 7 o'clock hour. So, okay. Elsewhere in the AFC East, well, the Patriots got their own stuff going on with their field. They got some issues with their turf going on. So we'll see how that all plays out. But we will, the new Highmark Stadium in Buffalo has opened up. It is a multi-billion-dollar structure for all to behold. And it's really nice based on the pictures. However, you want to get as many people in as you can. It's huge. And then they're from the people that brought you obstructed view tickets at Fenway Park, I think they built the new Highmark Stadium. And so some of the pictures out there. So how would you feel if you had this brand new stadium, season tickets, and you can't quite see 15 yards of the field in the entire end zone?
You have stairwells blocking your view.
Right.
How's that a thing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like the stairwells, like that should be pretty simple. They're recessed, right? in every stadium.
Sense.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense whatsoever. The portions of the stadium or elements of the stairways blocking view have gained traction on social media. They've tried to address it, saying, less than 1% have had any sightline issues. Still, you still have fans that have sightline issues. It's a total. It goes hand in hand with the uniforms they popped out too. It's like, look at our new stuff. It's like, yeah. You think?
You like that?
Think? Yeah, it's so Buffalo. It's so Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's like you're so close to greatness. You can't just get it completely right, though. Right? Doesn't it? Isn't it? It's symbolism for that franchise.
Yeah. And from what I'm seeing, like taxpayers put in at least over $500 million towards the stadium. Right. And you can't even make sure that the taxpayers can see the game when it's happening. And the Jumbotron sucks. Yeah. It's so small. Did you guys see that?
I've not seen the Jumbotron. No.
It's brutal.
Okay.
It's the opposite of Dallas. Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I hate it. And like I saw a fan with a video and he's like, the chairs, they don't make any noise.
Yeah.
I'm like, I usually wouldn't think about that. But you know what? Yeah, you want to have that intimidation factor. And now like you can't really
rock the chairs.
Exactly.
It's so Buffalo.
It's
so Buffalo. We're taking the next step. Just wait till next year. And it's like, yeah, you almost had it.
I, junior year of high school, playing basketball, and go out, get some new sneaks, and everybody's buying these sneakers, whatever. I get wooed by a Foot Locker, no laces, just slip on.
I'm a big slip on guy.
So for basketball, I roll in. And you probably could use some laces to kind of support your ankle. And so I walk in, I thought I was like looking awesome.
Hard not to.
Ready. I'm like, this is pretty much double.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed. Like, you any good? Feed me under the boards and you'll find out.
Right. Especially with these new kicks.
And so my buddy walks up, he goes, the heck are those slippers you got on here? And so
you don't even know, man.
And then next thing you know, hey, slippers. They're like, hey, Cinderella. Then it's Cindy. Yeah, and then, and then my car is, the carriage and all that stuff. So one practice, slippers returned.
Yeah, gone.
Got the Shunk Emps. Called it good.
1 star.
Yeah. So
Kemp's ain't bad.
Look good, completely useless.
I was but literally, like, I ran once and then went to stop, and my entire foot just like slid out of the sneaker. So yeah, these really are more of a leisure shoe.
Yes,
but weren't they impressive? So there you go. Me and the Buffalo Bills. I know a thing or two about thinking you're doing all the right things. The other part of it too for the Patriots is not only do they have to go to Highmark Stadium eventually, end of the day, less than 1%. I do think probably some of it is pretty overblown. Like,
I'm sure
the picture from the landing, it's like, yeah, if you lay down in the aisle, it's going to be hard to see.
Right.
I can't believe this.
There is one angle that is definitely in a seat where the overhang, it blocks out the part of the end zone. It's
like the old Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also brand new.
Yeah.
So you'd think that wouldn't be an issue. But anyways, the Patriots are also replacing. So after the World Cup, they had grass. Beautiful, beautiful grass. Too much to maintain, apparently.
Yeah, even though the players would prefer it.
So they put in this other brand of field turf, and it failed by the NFL. And so now they are feverishly working to replace the field turf ahead of the preseason game against the Colts.
That's Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, terrifying.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it's ridiculous. You put so much money into the players. You pay them so much. They are your greatest asset. And you're not willing to go the extra mile to maintain grass when, FIFA made that very clear. They only play on grass.
Yep.
They do not play on turf.
Right. There's a reason for it.
Exactly. Almost like all of these ACL injuries and this turf toe, it can be linked back to the turf.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bad look. And I think Mike Felger out of 98.5 Felger and Maz does make a pretty consistent good point that you got football and you're slowly but surely sort of changing the way football is played, where you take the elements out of it. Like, you think football, you think rain, shine, snow. The more and more it goes to just being an indoor game where you're all playing on an artificial surface, it takes some of that stuff out of it. Don't you want to see?
It turns into Canadian League football.
So you're going to end up having. I mean, like, the AFC East is about the only team where do we all play outside? I think we all play outside, right?
Yeah.
And the Bills just put a new one in, and that's going nowhere. But you're going to be, it's going to be one of those things where you go through. It's like, okay, yeah, the Rams are good, but what if they have to go to?
What if you get them in the elements?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
And so, but that's an interesting eventual reason to kind of care about it. But slowly but surely, you take out sort of that 3 yards in a pile of dust kind of football, where it's all just 3 yards and we're playing on carpet.
Yeah, exactly. They're like the black little dots that fly up.
Sure.
That's all that is. And and it's just you reminisce about those old games in the mud and the rain, like you're saying, and that thing doesn't exist anymore.
Right. So, okay, we'll see how it goes, and if that actual game against the Colts gets played. I would not be surprised if you find out sometime today, like, hey, we're going to Indianapolis, we're going to, I don't even know where else you would go to play that, but would certainly be pretty embarrassing for the Patriots if they aren't able to play that game. Not to say that they won't, but that is certainly have Krusz working feverishly to replace that field turf before the game tomorrow night. A quick commercial break coming your way. We're going to do This Day in History next.
Welcome back to the Morning Roast on 92.9 The Ticket, Maine Sports Leader. You're listening to I'll Be Missing You by P. Diddy and Faith 112. R.I.P. Notorious B.I.G.
You couldn't escape this thing.
No. This was heartfelt.
This is, I guess it was to what we thought it was. We don't know much about P. Diddy at this point.
No, we did not.
But he certainly built an empire based, I think, largely around this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then also this summer, too, where I'm really loving the Men in Black soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because it's...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Will Smith.
Yep, crushing it.
Oh, yeah. That was a big listen as we go on this run. Let's see. 1866, the world's first roller rink opens in Newport, Rhode Island. 1945, the Allies refused Japan's offer to surrender on the condition that Emperor Hirohito retains his status. Don't mess with us. 1966, the Beatles arrive in Chicago for their third and final U.S. tour. Let's see. Sports history, 1919, the Green Bay Packers Football Club is founded and is named after sponsor of the Indian Packing Company. Let's see, 1929, Yankee slugger Babe Ruth becomes the first player to hit 500 home runs in a 6-5 loss to the Cleveland baseball team. would have been kind of something to behold Babe Ruth playing.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be fun to drop into a 1929 baseball game.
It really would. It would be like walking into the set of The Natural, basically.
Yeah, right?
The Whammer.
Let's see. 51, first televised baseball game in color airs in New York City. The Boston Braves beat the Dodgers 8-1. In 1993, Roger Clemens records his 2000th strikeout against Danny Tartabull of the New York Yankees. Birthdays today, Viola Davis. She was in a bunch of stuff. Most recently, I think, played Michael Jordan's mom in the movie about his sneakers. Remember
Yeah, for sure.
67, Joe Rogan was born. One of the more, I would say, for the amount of clout that he has, from whence he began as like the seventh lead on news radio and comedian to be the podcaster who just has such clout, kind of crazy. Let's see, 1975, Chris Kelly, Mac Daddy rapper from Criss Cross, was born. 83, Chris Hemsworth was born. He is Thor. Maybe you heard of him. 86, Pablo Sandoval, he of the Boston Red Sox. Not a storied run with the Red Sox.
No, definitely not. Definitely, we call that one a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're old enough to remember, got the big contract, got so large that he broke his belt swinging.
He did. Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Just.
Well, it's one thing for the wounded warriors at kickball to have, but when your third baseman's making $100 million a year and he busts his belt.
Right. Yeah, because you could care less about anything. Just take my money. Thank you.
Let's see. It is Sons and Daughters Day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, shout out Alexa, Haley, Bella.
That's it.
Those are my daughters. Yeah.
And Jake.
Oh, sons too. Yeah, Jake, what's up?
Yeah, there you go.
I forgot about him. Yeah, I was thinking. He didn't care.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? We go to our daughters, dude.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah.
Like the sons, like whatever.
Yeah.
They'll get over it. My God.
Rub some dirt in it, man.
Yeah. Oof. Wow. Okay. It's Face Mask Day. So there you go. Greg's a big fan of Friday the 13th Part 2.
Yes.
So nice face mask in that one. Hip Hop Day. And Presidential Joke Day. So there you go. Make a doozy. 7 a.m. hour coming your way right after this. Good Tuesday morning. Welcome into the Morning Roast on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. We're in the Greenway Equipment Studios, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Fat Panda Boba Tea and Market on Hollow Street in Bangor next to Goslin's Bakery. Sit fresh boba, explore snacks, ramen, their tasty Jamaican patties. And Next Home, they're the market leader. Get looped and get sold with the Next Home experience. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Marqus Cesar here on this Tuesday morning. Greg, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Little tender from yesterday's golf scramble over at Rocky Knoll for Hamden Hockey. It was a good time, but I'm more of a 9-hole guy now. 18's a bit of a bear, but it was great.
Marqus, how you holding up?
Pretty good. Yeah, so Cooper Flag's 1 of 1.
Yeah.
Auto debut patch.
You were
Gone.
talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Portent of the future, I guess. Because, I got pulled by a breaker online.
Yeah.
I heard about it, and then I immediately found his live stream, and he's sitting there just holding the card so that you can look at it. It was just like the redemption of the card, so you got to like put a code in, and then they'll actually send it to you. But he was talking, and he was like, the guy who like bought the Mavericks team was flying out to him.
Wow.
Like he's meeting the people that pulled the card and like already in talks to get it sold and moved and all this stuff. So it's big business.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
A breaker. Now that's somebody who opens up packs of cards online.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep.
And so you can buy into specific teams or sometimes it's specific players, which I think is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you buy, what do you mean you buy into specific players?
So like you'll only have like 2 or 3 guys that you actually get the cards from.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but usually it's like a big name and then 2 other, like a rookie or 2.
Yep.
Sure.
But yeah, so they buy a butt ton of product and then they just sell you spots in a set amount of product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of understand it.
Right. Exactly.
It's a wild subculture for sure.
Yeah, the hobby is incredibly expensive, and this is just a way for people to kind of get into it. But it's
But the Cooper Flag 101, pulled in Rhode Island, is going to be worth millions of dollars, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday
for
we were
sure.
saying that the guy who wanted the Cooper Flag was going to offer $1 million just to have the right to auction it? Is that what you were saying?
So what I was saying was it was $1.5 million up front, and then he was going to auction it for you,
and then just sort of share in the proceeds.
Yeah. So I mean, that's not a bad.
That's
deal.
not a bad deal at all, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, I can understand that a little bit. Red Sox lost last night 2-1. They got their run in a very bizarre way. I think we've wrapped our mind around it.
Pretty ridiculous way. Yeah.
If you missed it last night, in a nutshell, there is 1 out in the game with runners at first and third. The scoreboard reads 2 outs. The ball is hit to center field by Cedar Rafaela. Nobody tags up, so the runner from third base scores before the ball is thrown to first base, and the eventual third out is recorded, and the double play comes to fruition. Then Toronto leaves the field.
Yep.
Therefore, sacrificing their right to appeal. Like if you think of a guy tagging at third, like in a game of consequence, when they're looking at him, did he leave early? Did he? Ball's caught. Maybe he left a millisecond early. No different than not knowing there's 2 outs and just running. So because the ball was never thrown over to third base to appeal, before Toronto went back to the dugout, they sacrificed their right to appeal it. And it is MLB Rule 5.09C4, I believe. I just read it off SportsCenter.
I was going to say, that's pretty good.
And so that's how the Red Sox got their lone run. But I think the bigger story here is that was the Red Sox lone run. And now they have losers of 3 straight games.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And now everything goes north. That they should have got a run off of that, right? Like scoreboard's regular, everything like that should have been a run. So they get 1. Still, it's just, they've left runners in scoring position over these 3 games, just like they did way back in May, just like they did when they weren't hitting. And it's just when things are going well, they're taking advantage of other teams' mistakes. They're back to not doing that. And it's concerning. Lot of, pressure on Rutschman coming in because you're kind of counting on him just to add a little bit of a spark and get this thing going in the right direction again.
Well, by all accounts, switch hitting catcher who you gave up 4 top prospects for. Yeah, we are relying. We paid a pretty penny for Adley Rutschman, so we'll see what he can do for us. But it is a big spot for the Boston Red Sox to try and stop this skid against the guy who's odds-on favorite to win the Cy Young, Dylan Cease, in the American League this year. So we'll see how that goes. All right, Marcus, let's do some headlines and highlights. I want to tell you guys first about Union Street Towing. If you're stuck on the side of the road, they've got you covered 24/7 statewide, from breakdowns to lockouts. Get you moving fast. 942-4200, driven to be there when you need them most. And Acadia Federal Credit Union, their newest location, is now open on Wilson Street in Brewer, serving Maine since 1963. With branches in Bangor, Brewer, and Aroostook County. Learn more at acadiafcu.org. I will open up the phone lines this hour as well to try to give away some Red Sox tickets. Okay, Marcus, let's do it. All right, let's hear from Chad Tracy on the performance. Give me number 5 here from Chad Tracy. So, yeah, you're seeing some of that magic fade away a bit, right?
Yeah.
Opportunities in the 9th inning in the last couple of games, and it's just not going your way.
No, it's not. And it's baseball's a game of streaks, and you're just in it right now. You just hope they can pull the nose of the plane up and this doesn't get too far in the other direction, right? Like, so it's okay, you lost 3 in a row. Let's go out. I know it's a tough assignment against Cease, but you got to get this one tonight.
Here's Sonny Gray talking about his outing, a little mad at himself for not being able to hold him to 1 run. So I think there's a couple of small victories to come from the loss yesterday. Gray goes 6, Moran goes 2. You don't have to use Whitlock or Chapman, and you're in a stretch where you're going to play a lot of baseball. You don't have any days off coming up here. So I think you probably have your full arsenal of people available to you today.
Yep.
But it's a tall task. You could use a crooked number. One of the parts through that whole run when you were winning all those games in July and to start August was big innings, taking the pressure off early. Let's get up 6-0 in the first inning and then just coast. Right, that happened a ton of times. Right?
Yeah, it did, and it feels like they have to work for everything right now too. I mean, Sonny Gray, it was money yesterday. Like, he had his control down, all his pitches were hitting, he was locating well. Just, you got to give him some run support.
Yeah, it's a quality start. 6 innings, 2 runs. I mean, come on, that's good enough to win. It should be. Okay, we are going to take a quick commercial break. We'll do more Red Sox after this. I do want to hear from you because 992-9029. Let's open up the phone lines. Our Dunn's Appliance and Service Red Sox Ticket Sweepstakes. We got a game available September 9th versus the Angels. Call now. We'll try and get as many people in as we can. 992-9029. 992-9029. Also, Natural Lawn of America. If you want greener, healthier lawns without harsh chemicals, Natural Lawn of America can help. Organic Base Care. Tick Ranger Protection, 721-0600, naturallawn.com/Bangor ME, naturally healthier lawns. Okay, 992-9029. Back with more right after this. Your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Union Street, Bangor, Wilson Street, and Brewer. All August, use your Mickey D app to plus up a great breakfast. Get a hash brown for only $1. Breakfast snack for $1 only in the Mickey D app. All right, now joining us on the Heroes Hotline is Jamie from Waltham. Jamie, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Doing very well. You worried at all about these Boston Red Sox in the middle of a 3-game lose streak?
Yeah, they, I don't know. They showed, I think they overperformed.
Yeah.
The last 6 weeks, or 5 weeks, whatever it was. But, now we're right back. We need our guys that we traded for.
Yeah, right.
We need Mead. We need, Rutschman. We need these guys. So.
And Rutschman debuts tonight, so we'll excited to see how that goes. If you get 4 tickets to the Red Sox, who are you bringing with you?
Oh, the family, the wife and the boys.
Okay, there you go. Easy choices. All right, hey, Jamie, you have a great day. Thanks so much for listening, and you are in the contest.
Thank you very much.
All right, Jamie from Waltham there wants to see some of these guys get back in the lineup. Very interesting. So here is perhaps I don't want to say this is a pipe dream, but that could be a reality. Here's Joe Murray from 98.5 talking about a potential lineup should, I'll say if and when the Red Sox make the postseason. Make you feel?
On paper, it sounds good. It sounds really good, actually. But you're banking on some things that are like long shots, right? Like you got Roman Anthony back healthy, leading off. Is he leading off? Is that what you got?
Yes.
Yeah, you got him leading off, right? Like, so Roman Anthony is going to come back in time and be awesome Roman Anthony. Do we forget before he got hurt, he was not doing anything, right? Like, let's remember that too. I know that sucks, but that is reality. He was not doing anything. He hasn't done anything since the World Baseball Classic, okay? So I would love for that to happen, all right? But that feels like a pipe dream. Franklin Arias, we haven't seen him play one major league game yet, right? Like, that sounds awesome that this kid comes in and is just phenomenal. Was he 20? Boy, that's a stretch. That is a stretch. So those two, it's you more than likely instead of Franklin Arias, it's probably going to be Trevor Story.
Okay,
and you also got Curtis Mead in there too, which you hope he's back and he can do that. I think there's more of a chance of that. But I highly doubt Franklin Arias is your guy in the playoffs, and it is a long shot for Roman Anthony to come back and be that guy.
So you take issue or umbrage the most with Anthony to be out there?
I think Anthony more than anything, because Arias coming in, like, okay, I could see him coming in and being good defensively.
Yep.
At the plate's a whole nother animal.
It is. I mean, you've got Story seemingly getting healthy and potentially coming back. So it'd be, it would be a thing that would have to happen that you would say, okay, veteran who definitely, I think in the eyes of guys who just watch the game, far from experts, your best days are behind you.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Making $25 million a year to play shortstop for the Boston Red Sox. Your position, we are going to give it to this 20-year-old from Worcester who is, an up-and-comer. So
sure.
you might be on the roster in the postseason, but you also might not be.
Yep.
And, maybe if that is the case, there is some sort of save face setback in an injury where we want you to be a part of this because we value you as a leader.
Yep.
But there's it can be managed, right?
Yeah, it can.
It's there's stuff out there talking about Chad Tracy being manager of the year. All that gets you manager of the year, right?
Yeah. Oh,
if you can manage all that, and then you got the Duran at the bottom of the lineup. I guess because you'd want Anthony to focus on the offense, he would be your designated hitter.
Yep.
But it's certainly, they're all on the roster. Roman Anthony hurt his finger. He's taking BP. You have 44 games to go until it's all said and done.
Yep.
That's 6 weeks.
There is. It's just more like I see him getting healthy eventually. My God, I would hope. But at the same time, is you got to get him healthy and you got to get him
Up to speed.
up to speed. That's going to be the tough thing.
It is, I mean, kind of fun to write it all down.
Oh, it feels good.
Look at it.
Yeah, I like it. That looks like a playoff lineup. It certainly does. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. We're hoping here.
Anthony, Rafaela, Abreu, Contreras, Rutschman, Meade, Durbin, Arias, Duran.
I'm not crazy about Abreu that high in the lineup though either.
I'm not crazy about having the worst qualified hitter in the league on our. I don't know. I don't
With
like
Duran.
it. Yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I think in the clip he goes on to say a little Yoshida, some
Right.
and all that. And but I think what you get with Duran is the speed and the defense that Yoshida does not provide.
sure.
And so
that
who
says
knows?
something. That certainly says something. The
I mean-
defense that Yoshida does not provide, we're going to go give you Jarren Duran.
Yeah. If he can learn how to play off the green monster, then I'll consider it.
Right,
But
right.
every single game, I swear to God.
It mismanages the wall.
Yeah.
What of the three things, the three outliers there, or the three additions, Anthony, Meade, Arias, do you think is most likely? You think Meade coming back?
I think Meade. Meade. I mean, we heard reports yesterday, I think it was yesterday, that Story and Meade were taking grounders at short and second, respectively, and working on their transition game and things. So, I mean, it sounds like he's fairly close to at least getting a rehab start.
What if you take out Arias and I write in Story?
I for right now in 2026, I think that's like I think that's very doable.
Yeah,
like that's very doable. Like because Trevor Story, I don't want to see much of Trevor Story after this, but for right now, I think it's interchangeable.
So it'll be interesting to see, something to keep tabs on as we go down the stretch. All right, quick commercial break. I want to tell you, Casella, good pay, good people, good life. Find your place at powerofhardwork.com. And connect with our social media channels, 929 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram, sports.net.maine on TikTok, and our YouTube page, Sportsnet Maine. Back with more right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Going to talk with Dave Peck in a couple of minutes here as we roll along here. Sox Prop, we did not hit yesterday, Sonny Gray. 4Ks, we went for 5. We had 5 over 4.5, so just missed it. Sitting there, I think today we're going to go with heart, I think, and this isn't really, we're going to go Adley Rutschman to get a hit, right?
Absolutely.
We're all going to be waiting for that first at bat, and he's the new guy in town, and so we're going to take Adley Rutschman to get a hit in his debut with the Boston Red Sox. And you know what? Maybe if he wanted to have him hit one over the fence.
Yeah, that'd be lovely.
That'd be
Wouldn't
fun.
it? Oh my
Yeah,
God. Let's have an entrance.
Yeah, that's plus 750 on Caesars, plus 780 on DraftKings. Pick your poison.
There you
It's a
go.
fun little one.
That's a fun little one
Yeah.
right there. Of course, it is Dylan Cease, so none too easy on that one.
How did you spell that up there? Like what did you think? How do you think it's spelled?
Rutschman, Rutchman.
Yeah, you got it. RUTCH. All right. It just looks weird.
No, it does kind of look like RUTE. C. Yeah, like C.
You definitely missed a letter or something up there.
It's
Yeah,
called
yeah.
cursive.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I didn't know you were a doctor. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rutchman.
There's an S in there, though, I
Yeah.
think. There's
Yeah,
an S
there
in
is.
there.
In
TC
Rutschman?
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, there is. There definitely is. There definitely is. Yeah.
I think it's
Adley-
right before the C.
Oh, you're right.
TS, it's like Hirsch. SCH.
Oh,
There you go. There you go. Rushman. Yeah,
Wow.
there we go.
let's
Yeah.
change the prop.
Yeah.
Over it. We're
There's
done.
an S in there.
It is the reason I bring it up, like Marcus was talking about, like spelling that name, that it's just there's a lot of consonants together there.
Rutsh. Okay, SCH. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Well, I had no idea why you
Like
guys.
Hirsch.
I was like, geez,
Yeah.
it seems pretty straightforward to me.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
leave the S right out.
That's all right. That's all right. We're just getting to know you, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You get a hit tonight, knock
Yeah.
one out of the ballpark. I'll spell
Yeah.
your name right.
Yeah, 100%.
It's the Giannis Antetokounmpoing of America, right? You
big time.
You will force me to figure it out.
Right, 100%. Now I don't have to. You're not with us.
Exactly. So yeah, I now know or earn that silent S. Okay, quick commercial break coming your way. We're going to talk with Dave Peck right after this. Dean's Detailing, they're the leader in auto detailing, have been for over 55 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, look good and feel good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School. They've been the leader in driver training for over 57 years. Register today for driver's ed courses at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school, 942-1769, or register at northeastdrivingschool.com. Back with Dave right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Now joining us on the Heroes Hotline is Dave Peck. Dave, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing okay. You know, it's getting to that time where there's so many things to talk about, but I guess first and foremost is our Boston Red Sox 3-game skid. Some of that magic seems to have faded away, but Adley Rutschman returns tonight. Where are you on the squad?
It's a great question because I haven't watched the game in a week and a half being in Italy. I have been keeping tabs on it, and I guess real quick, just because we're catching up, I was pro Adley Rutschman trade. I was even more pro getting rid of Marcelo Meyer. I'm sure you guys touched on that last week, but it's moving in the right direction. I mean, it's an indictment on him, his work ethic, and all that. So good riddance to that guy. But yeah, now we get to see him tonight. And you guys said it 20 minutes ago. It's like, well, you gave up 4 pretty good prospects for him. So we kind of are expecting a switch hitting catcher to come in and make a big difference. Like, that has to be sort of the expectation here. So in that regard, yeah, definitely excited. The one thing I question, though, and I questioned this during the win streak, like, do you have any real concern that the bubble could burst and that it has burst, like with this 3-game skid, where it's like everything's going well, and then it just kind of builds off each other, and then they forget that they're actually not as good as they are, and so they keep winning, and they get winneritis instead of loseritis. But eventually, if that bubble bursts, it's like going to the gym. It's like if you go to the gym for 2 straight weeks, it's easy to do, but then you skip 2 days, you can fall right back into the habits before. Like, do you have any fear that that's the case?
Yes.
100%. 100%. I think that's why.
Lots of them.
I think that's why this win streak and what they have done has been so miraculous, is because we're relying on Anthony Sieglers and Monasterios and Nick Sogards and guys like this, and they're getting it done, and it's just like baffling in a lot of ways. And a tribute to the team for doing it, but I mean that's just been the big thing right all along.
I had somebody say to me that the win streak set the franchise back 3 years. Is that
Well,
they were dead serious. Like, is that
right? Well, I mean, I initially I kind of felt that way. No, don't let us be sellers. Let us get rid of Sonny Gray. Let us get rid of Aroldis Chapman and make something out of it. However, did we maybe win in the long run as real Sox fans? Did we really win? Maybe, because as you said, like the indictment on Marcelo Meyer, but it was kind of an indictment on the whole process of rely on the young guys. We're going to bank on these young guys. They actually just aborted the whole thing and just said, okay, you know what? That's not working. Let's trade these guys. Let's get Adley Rutschman. Let's go in a new direction. Is that maybe where we're at?
I think one of the other things, too, if we're going to look like positive beyond just the wins, like now you have Roman Anthony. Like, say this team just stunk completely, like the whole time when Roman Anthony was down in Florida. Like, he comes back and nothing really has changed. I mean, Marcelo Meyer's gone, but he can just kind of trot right in.
Right.
I'm the man. You guys need me. Whereas now, like, hey, man, like we don't actually need you. You have to earn your spot back. You have to change your attitude. You have to work hard like we've been working hard. So, like, in a way, maybe the success they've had without these guys can help the young, help Roman Anthony sort of change his attitude. Maybe Marcelo Meyer not being there is what'll do that. But, like, nothing's just handed to him now because they didn't really need him. I mean, obviously you'll need him if you're going to make an actual run. But that's one thing that I'm looking at, and I don't know. I think I texted my friend last week, World Series is on, and I was dead serious. And then 3-game losing streak, and I don't know. It's hard. It's fickle. The Red Sox are fickle.
You still also are sending out Patrick Sandoval tonight. I always say that, Patrick Sandoval, and then you've got your Miller Bayo opener. So 2 out of 5 games out. Maybe some questions about the pitcher. Sandoval's has done fine, but the other going back to the Anthony part of it. How do you think you introduce him? Because we played the soundbite from Joe Murray, and he puts him in right there at the top of the lineup. So that's sort of just like what you said is like, hey, welcome back. Here's a hand it to you again. Is he a platoon, only hits against righties for a couple of games, and then starts at the bottom of the lineup and tries to hit his way up? Well, how do you handle that?
No, I think you want him in the lineup just to get him at bats, right? I mean, you can't expect him to get his timing down when he's missed this much time if you're just sort of platooning him. I don't know if that necessarily does him any good, but I wouldn't bat him leadoff. Like, I put him in the bottom of the order almost just for what it signifies, right? Like, hey, like, you're in the lineup. We need you to get reps. We need you to get your timing down. So we're not going to punish you and play you only against righties. Because we will eventually need you, but don't expect that you're just going to come in and be, top 3 in the lineup leading off. I think there's more value in having his mindset be kind of aware that it's not just how it was before, than putting him in at the end. I mean, Joe Murray, was that for the playoffs? I kind of heard the end of that. Was that? So, I mean, maybe by the time the postseason gets here, if he has a couple of weeks in the regular season that he's hitting well, sure. Bat him lead off, but to start, no, put him at 8th or 9th. I don't care. Just let him kind of work it up and have these sort of milestone. Okay, you're doing well, 8th, 9th. Okay, we'll move you up a little bit until he can actually get back. Just out of principle, I think.
So have we also now gotten to a point where he's coming back? I now expect to see Roman Anthony play baseball games for the Red Sox at some point this season. Are you there, Dave?
Wait. So can I ask why you expect him to do that?
Well, I guess maybe I want it, but just the natural progression of he's hitting against, live pitching, and by all accounts, the finger can handle it, and it's what we're paying him to do as an organization. What the Red Sox are paying him to do. So rather than just toiling away in Florida, if you're not going to ask him to play defense, then come do your job, man. That's what I guess I expect him to come do that.
Okay, so it didn't have anything to do with Marcelo Meyer now not being on the team, so he's going to be able to hurry up and get back up here.
No, I did. I mean, of the fun internet rumors that I love to go that's a good one. I mean, that's kudos to the person that put out that thing on Reddit about the breaking up of their broship. But not true. But no, I don't think so, and I just can't imagine. It's too complicated for that to not have leaked out. And also, if you care that much, you just send Marcelo Meyer away, not Roman Anthony.
Right. No, it's fair. I did want to clarify because I know you like to dig into those things. So I wasn't sure how much you were reading into it.
I read into it and shared it.
Oh yeah.
Just got debunked pretty quickly. So
very much.
But it is fun.
Well, it is ironic that as soon as Marcelo Meyer gets traded, he starts actually being able to swing a bat again.
Yeah,
so,
it's kind of fun.
I mean, the timing of that was interesting. But yeah, I mean, I think I fully expect him to be back too, and that's a piece you actually need if you're going to make a run because of what we started this conversation with, like the Anthony Sieglers and the Nick Sjogards and all that. It's great. It's fun in July. They had a great win streak, historic win streak, but you're really relying on those guys in October. Like I go back to last year's postseason and the battle that the Dodgers had against the Blue Jays and the depth they had. I mean, it was unbelievable. And I'm sitting there being like, even if the Red Sox beat the Yankees in that first round, they're not even close to being able to go up against this sort of team with the weapons and the depth that they have. Obviously, it's a different year, and they did just sweep them last week. But you need guys like that if you're going to make a run.
I do want to ask you real quick, just Buffalo opening up their stadium, catching some grief on some obstructed views. Thoughts on the new Highmark?
I think it's good for them. I think it's good for them to be they can watch unobstructed views on Nesson and learn a little bit what Red Sox fans have to go through. No, I mean, I was kind of against the new stadium trend anyways. It's not domed, but it has like a roof on it something like that.
It's
Like,
like a
what-
wind. It lessens the effect of the wind that comes off, so you won't have like
The
you'll
lake breeze.
You won't have like crazy like you had in the past. So it sort of dulls the effect of the lake effect wind. I think maybe not the snow,
Okay.
but yeah,
Okay, well, I'm anti whatever that is. I'm anti that.
sure.
So that's where I stand. It's kind of like SoFi. It's like a little canopy. So no, I mean, I'm anti all these new stadiums, especially in a place like Buffalo. Like that's your biggest advantage, you could argue. So I don't know. To the unobstructed views, it is what it is. I will never go to that stadium.
The other fun thing that Greg showed me in the break here as we get ready to come back, the Bills fan page. Was it the fan page?
Yeah, one of the fan pages, yeah.
Did here's an obstructed view from the stadium, the one everybody's sharing, but they put Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel
Hugging.
hugging in the picture. So we've
Are we done? Are we done with that?
So
Do we
that's
think
the
over?
I think we're done with it, but they're not done with it.
Right.
You're gonna go places, and
Right.
that's gonna be like everywhere. There's gonna whether CBS and Fox cut to it, but people in the stands, anti-Pats people, are definitely not done with it.
Yeah, that's a good point because this is their first cut at it.
Yep.
basically. Like it's all we've been talking about for 4 months, kind of. But it's fresh for them. It'll be their first kind of go at it. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
They'll be selling T-shirts with it on the front.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
I would fully expect to see
Yeah.
people, especially around like the Halloween game. Where are they
yeah.
for Halloween?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, right.
If they're away for
Right.
Halloween, look out, right?
I'll be honest. I was standing outside the Coliseum. I saw a kid with a Sedona, Arizona shirt, and I almost went up to him. And I like that. But the first thing that came to my head, Sedona, huh? Pretty interesting place. Were you there? Like,
What can you tell me?
Or, yeah,
Some nice boutique hotels.
Did you see a friend group of girls there for a wine trip? Maybe.
Yeah, it's like, wait, you're on a nice extravagant vacation in Italy. Where did you get that? Do you sell are you a photographer?
All right, interesting stuff, Dave. Where's Take of the Town headed next?
We are. We're going to be in Charlestown today. We might be in the North End because there's a feast that's setting up, so we got a request possibly be there. Co-host had a baby girl actually a month ago, so we're navigating some of the schedules.
Congrats.
And yeah, so it's eventually we'll have her in the baby Bjorn on the show, but not this week.
Yeah, goals. All right, Dave, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see Rutschman out there this weekend. We will learn that there is a silent S in that name if he earns that right. So we appreciate you. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, sounds good.
All right, our takeaways coming your way right after this. All right, welcome back to the Morning Roast. Time to head off onto this Tuesday concert night in Bangor. Billy Idol.
Little Rebel Yell.
Coming to the waterfront later on this evening. Devo opening up, so celebrate accordingly. Our Sox prop, we're going to go for with Adley Rutschman to get a hit tonight. Our thanks to Dave Peck for joining us as he does on Tuesdays on the Heroes Hotline. Greg, what are you leaving with today?
Adley Rutschman, baby. Tonight's the night. And in honor of Devo, whip it good.
Yeah, exactly. I think he arrives at a time where you need Adley Rutschman. You gave up. Well, who knows what those guys are going to be down the line. But in the here and now, everybody would tell you it's a big price to have paid for Adley Rutschman.
It
right?
is. But you had a catcher problem in that lineup. You had a catcher issue that can be better. Hopefully you've solved that one piece.
You go make the move. And since you made the move, you've fallen back to earth a bit from that meteoric run that you had. So let's see what Rutschman can provide in this lineup. And by all accounts, you're getting a switch hitting catcher that really makes a difference. So we'll see what that looks like tonight. Marcus, what about you?
We're going to pull our Red Stockings knee high, and we're going to march out on that baseball field, win it. Dylan Cease? Who?
What you
Cease and desist. That's what I got to say.
I would add to that I think a couple of things that you've got the we're done with locally. Our guys aren't going to cover the Rossini Vrabel stuff, but it's not done for the fans. Like
It's coming.
I don't know if you're going to get into a post-game press conference in MetLife Stadium where a Jets reporter asks a pointed question of Mike Vrabel about Diana Rossini, but CBS, Fox, you're going to see people wearing, a mustache, a vest, and doing the hug. Right?
I've been trying to tell you guys that for months.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's not like it's brand new to everybody else. Like football season, they've been waiting for
Sure.
this.
And you can't also, these are the same fans who've hated the Patriots for 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
So they've got, and take your best shot.
Bring it. Let's
I kind
go.
of look forward to it.
Yes.
And last thing here, according to Shams, the NBA Christmas Day schedule has been released.
Ooh.
Your Boston Celtics are on it. This is just coming out.
All right.
Spurs Knicks is one game.
Whoa.
76ers Lakers, another game. So 76ers Lakers.
Yep.
Okay. LeBron against his former team. Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets, Warriors, and Heat, Celtics.
Oh, okay. All
you're
right.
in.
Yeah,
You're in.
I mean, I got nothing better to do. So, yeah, perfect. That'll be a great game.
Ho, 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 baby. All right, there you go. That's going to do it for the Tuesday edition of The Morning Roast. Back tomorrow at 6 a.m. Have a great day.